Hello, my name is Aaron Eagles, and today I'll be doing a presentation on the relationship between music and image. And the artist I'll be using to back up my argument is ASAP Rocky. ASAP Rocky is a gangster rapping fashionista who is also a model. I will also be taking a little look at how he uses music videos as art and a promotional tool. Born on October 3rd, 1988, and raised in Harlem, New York, Rakim Myers, also known as ASAP Rocky, has always been diverse and original from the very first moment he burst into the scene. Rocky has always had an obsession with image. Whether it be himself or his music videos, there tends to always be something different about anything to do with ASAP Rocky. If we start by looking at into the image of ASAP, it's clear to see that he thinks highly of himself and his looks. He has always referred to himself in his music as pretty, whether it be the pretty motherfucker or his alter ego and other alias, Pretty Flocka Jody. He even has lyrics in recent pieces of work where he says, "Fuck pretty, I'm gorgeous." So, as you can see, ASAP likes to make it known that he sees himself as attractive, and for a gangster rapper, it was unheard of them using such adjectives to describe themselves. Rocky is also a professional model and has released clothing lines for high-profile designers such as Raf Simons. So fashion plays a massive part in ASAP's image. You can see from these photos, Rocky is not afraid to push the boundaries of what rappers can and can't wear, and would never let stereotypes affect his choice of attire. Abigail Gardner and Katrina Flint Nicholas said in their book PJ Harvey's Gothic World that PJ Harvey would play to feminine stereotypes in some of her music, and although she would still dress with a Gothic style from day to day, I think it's safe to say that Rocky follows in PJ's footsteps. With this, as even though he models and is in the loop with current fashion trends, Rocky still manages to flex within the stereotypes given to hip hop rappers when he needs to. And it's good that he likes to switch it up from time to time. But Rocky doesn't let this take away from anything. It doesn't let anything take away from his music. His image does not affect his music, and I think that's what I personally like about him is that in his versatility and his fashion sense doesn't have an effect on the music he is putting out. Whether he looks like he's just stepped off the catwalk or he's back on the block in Harlem, he still puts in the same type of music each time, with each tape being as consistent as the last. Rocky is part of a collective known as the ASAP Mob. These are all his friends from back when they were younger. Some are rappers and some are just affiliates. But a thing to note is they do release music together, and they do and what I like is whenever they are together, their image seems to correlate. So like as you can see in these photos here, in the top right they're dressing a bit smarter, and then in the other two they're dressing a bit more casual, more hip hop style. But they all look very similar. They all seem to correlate, and I think that's just something I wanted to note. By being so original and diverse, I feel that ASAP has always gone against the grain, and in doing so, he has completely flipped the idea of what image rappers had to have to fit in the music that they are producing. He helped hip hop become more fashionable. I would even go as far to say that an argument could be made to say that Rocky's outlook on fashion and has birthed a subculture for other rappers to follow suit. As you see here, more and more fashionista rap artists are appearing out of the woodwork in recent years. Look at like these photos of Kanye West, for example. Kanye's now got his own clothing line and that whole Yeezy stuff that he does. So I think yeah, he definitely has set a trend, as I would say. In becoming a model, it could be said that Rocky is not only breaking the fashion stereotypes for rappers, but also tackling gender prejudices as well, as gangster rapping models is something that hip hop culture would not have been accustomed with. Now, if we take a look at the artistry behind Rocky's music videos, it's easy to see that he thinks as much of himself as he does his music videos, and I mean this in a positive way. Almost every video is different to the last one released, and everything is eye-catching and movie-like, and there's always a feature or two, a distinctive feature, one or two distinctive features that really stand out in his videos and make it different and original. And Rocky's videos are an art form in themselves. And I think what him and his production team do exceedingly well is that they make the videos have replay value. And I've used a couple of examples in here. And there's two that I've grabbed screen grabs for, two songs, two music videos that I've grabbed screen grabs for. And on the top, you'll see two screen grabs from his song "Praise the Lord" featuring UK artist, London artist Skepta. And in the video, they've chose a really old camera and made the film really grainy and look like it was filmed in like the 80s or the 90s, and I think that's the one distinctive feature. And the other one is that they've split the screen in two, and one half of the video is filmed in New York and one half is filmed in the UK, like it says there, NYC, London, and then it also has the contrast that the two flags joining together, which I thought was a really cool shot. And yeah, these are the two of the distinctive features that I'm talking about that make them stand out. Then we've got at the bottom two screen grabs from the ASAP Mob song "Lamborghini High." And the one at the screen grab on the bottom right is, you can see loads. They basically just went mad with the special effects and CGI on this one. But on the bottom you can see all the bright colours, like the colours contrasting between each other, and then on the left it's just absolutely maximise the effects, and it kind of looks like a really bad screen grab, but that's actually what the video looks like. And yeah, it can seem a bit messy to the eye, but I think that's why they've done it. All these bright colours, and I think it's the reason why it's different is because no one's done it. Like everyone uses some sort of CGI or anything like that, but and special effects, but they literally just went threw everything at it, and I think that's another reason why it stands out. And it's no surprise that those two videos are two of ASAP's two most viewed videos, other than obviously ones with like features like Drake and that, but that's a bit different. But and the last one, I haven't been able to get any screen grabs from it because I'm trying to describe it. So I've put a link in there, and if or if you want to Google the song, it's called ASAP Forever. I would advise you to go and watch it because it's the video is basically it is an art form. Like it's so good. The special effects and like the camera movements. The camera movement is just it's constantly moving, doing a 360. But every time it gets like halfway, like 180, the scene changes, and then there's the special effects, and it's absolutely it's a masterpiece, and I really would advise anyone to go and have a look at it, and you'll see where I'm coming from in terms of explaining how I see ASAP Rocky's music as art. Okay, before I conclude, I just wanted to address that Diane Ralton says that music videos are essentially advertisements for the song and the artist. And this is partly because videographers who are directing music videos also do adverts for television. And after doing a bit of research, I found out that Dexter Navy is the director of the majority of Rocky's music videos. And he has also done advertisements for big brands like Converse and Dior sunglasses. So I can see the legitimacy behind this statement. ASAP Rocky throughout his career has never hidden from any of the things that he enjoys to do. In fact, he makes it known that he doesn't care that he dresses in different and engages in activities that go against stereotypes or against a rapper. ASAP likes his music videos to correlate with his attitude, so they stand out and are different. And ASAP's relationship between music and image is that your music and your image don't have to match. And I think that's what makes him so interesting and so diverse, because he really doesn't care about how you look. Your music can still be as consistent and as good as the people at the top or doing whatever they're doing. So yeah, thank you for listening. I'm Aaron Eagles, and I hope you enjoyed it.